All right. I'm super excited to get started and share objections. Okay, we want to talk about objections this morning and share some skills and knowledge that we have developed with our experience here in the Holistic Justice League. And objections is something that really stops many of us from creating multiple exposures because we feel rejected, we feel victimized, we feel they're not that into it, and lots of objections that are going to come up. So I want us to go over the two main kinds of objections that a network marketer faces on a daily basis. And number one, it's limiting beliefs about ourselves, okay? Limiting beliefs about ourselves really keep us small. And if we don't have limiting beliefs about ourselves, we have limiting beliefs about network marketing. Okay, so those are the two main objections that we're going to come up from. Limiting beliefs about ourselves or limiting beliefs about network marketing. I want us to do a little exercise together, and I'm going to share my screen. And I want you guys to unmute yourself and start sharing with me and with everyone limiting beliefs. What kind of objections are you getting on a daily basis? Because all of these things are going to come up for the rest of your career in network marketing, okay? Objections are never going to go away, but we're going to be more skilled in approaching objections on a daily basis. So if you guys can start saying a few things, a few objections that you get on a daily basis when you bring the opportunity to anyone.
It's too expensive.
It's too expensive, okay?
I don't have time.
Expensive. I don't have time. Okay.
I don't have any money.
Go ahead. I had somebody today to complain about the $50 gift card things about how the font was too small. They're old.
It's too small.
Yeah.
Okay. What else?
Or not, the discount was too small. The website.
Oh, goodness.
The
Like
website is what?
Like the font that was on the card.
Oh, font of website, it's too small. Okay. What else?
I think most of the people that I if I've ever gotten a rejection, it's definitely I don't have the money right now.
I don't have the money right now.
I'm not a salesperson.
I am not a salesperson.
I don't know anybody.
I don't know anyone. Okay, what else?
I don't have a health background.
I don't have health background.
I'm a shitty salesperson.
About network marketing, it's a scam. I get that a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a scam.
It's a scam. Okay. What else?
Yeah,
I can't sell. Oh, we already said that. I'm not a salesperson.
The backlash of a pyramid scheme.
Can you repeat that?
Like the backlash of a pyramid scheme. I guess the negative of pyramid scheme.
Pyramid scheme. Okay.
I'm already healthy.
I'm already We love that one, right?
Yeah.
What about, this is like Herbalife.
Yeah. I don't know.
I have another one. I tried this in the past and it didn't work.
Right.
Yeah. A lot of people
How about
to kava too or something, or matcha.
How about, don't I get all my nutrition from food?
Okay. I only get
my nutrition from food.
That's a good one, right? It's like what we have is not food. Okay. What else? Let's think a little bit more. I can't afford it. I don't have money right now. I don't want to chase people.
Yeah, coming off as too needy.
Too needy.
Too needy, too pushy. But then again, those little seeds that I plant with some of my friends that we got in fights about, they're starting to come back to me. It's kind of fun.
Exactly. Oh, I have another one. I can get it online cheaper. Okay, a couple more about network marketing.
Only the
It's
people.
too expensive to join the business.
To join the business. What about, this is not a real job. This is not about a real business.
Yeah, you
The
can
only people
technically
who make
join
money are
for
the ones
free.
at the top.
What is it, Michael?
The only people who make money are the ones at the top.
Okay. Okay, that's a good one. It's a scam, right? Oh, it says, we already said that, right? I don't know how to spell scam.
SCAM.
Got it. Okay.
How about it's not a real business?
Yeah, it's not a real business. We got that one.
It's not a real business model.
Oh, I won't have support. I don't have support. A lot of people had bad experience and then think that they're never going to have support when they sign up to a network marketing business.
I don't know that many.
You're on your own once you start.
You're on your own once it starts.
It's all processed food.
All processed food.
This is starting to get about Purium or network
Okay.
marketing.
I'm an introvert.
Mhm.
I'm an empath.
I don't know enough people. How many of you got that one?
Yeah, I said that.
Oh, you did that one. Yeah. Okay. I have no time. Did we set that one? Yeah, we did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can't sell. Okay, so I think this is good enough for us to realize that all of these objections are going to keep happening forever and ever and ever as long as you are in network marketing. Okay, so objections about themselves. I don't have time. I don't have the money right now. I'm not a salesperson. I don't know anyone. I don't have a health background. I'm a shitty salesperson. I am already healthy. I tried it in the past and it didn't work. I only get my nutrition from food. It's too needy. I don't want to chase people. I don't want to be too pushy. I can get it online cheaper. I'm an introvert. I don't have enough people. How does that sound familiar to you guys? Because he sounds so familiar to me. Right?
Yeah.
Objections about network marketing. It's too expensive. The discount and the font and the website is too small. Network marketing is a scam. Network marketing is a pyramid scheme. This is like Herbalife. It's too expensive to join the business. This is not a real business. The only people that make money are the ones on the top. It's a scam. I won't have the support. You're on your own when you start. It's all processed foods. Does that sound familiar to you guys? Because he sounds super familiar to me. And I want us to really sit for a moment and really be present to all these objections, because we're going to be facing these objections as long as we are in network marketing. They're never going to go away. Okay, people are always going to have limiting beliefs about themselves or about network marketing. So I want us to know that this is normal, okay? These objections come up to me, they come up to Jay, they come up to Michael, they come back to Alex, they come back to Elisa. All of us have these objections on a daily basis. And the more active you're in the business, guess what? The more objections you're going to be facing. Okay, so really learning the skills to overcome these objections is essential to be successful in network marketing. And I want us to really start looking at these objections when people say these things to us as an opportunity to create a next exposure. As a matter of fact, we want them to have objections because we are only going to grow when we can overcome these limiting beliefs. Be present with them, acknowledge them, and then grow through them. So be okay with these objections. Don't be shut down. It takes about 4 to 9 exposures before someone joins into the business or gets any of our superfoods. Okay, 4 to 9 exposures. And if you're doing it only online, it takes about 100 exposures online. So if you're posting stuff on Instagram, on your swipe up, on your Facebook, it is being proven that it takes about 100 exposure for someone to get via social media or online. Okay, so I want you guys to think for a moment. Has there been a time when you went inside of a store and the sales rep came over and he said, hey, can I help you find something? Are you looking for something? And you're like, no, I got it. I'm on my own. I do it all the time. I go to Erewhon and I'm looking for some adaptogenic herbs or some sort of thing. And the expert comes in and he's like, do you need any help? And I'm like, oh, no, I got it. I'm just looking. Okay. So if this person is a professional, it's going to say to you, all right, I'll be here. Come get me when you need me. Okay. And then they back off. They don't just sit next to you waiting for you to ask them if you have a question as you're like going through the store, right? But you know that this person's going to be here whenever you need them. So if you have a question, you're like, hey, I need a different size. Do you have this size? Then he's going to come and he's going to serve you. So those, that's who we are. We offer people, we make an exposure, and then we sit back. Okay? We let them watch the videos, we let them do whatever they want to do, and then we allow them to come to us. So I want us now to really talk about what do you do with objections? Okay, what do we do with objection? And it is very simple. There's 4 steps that is going to allow us to create a next exposure through the objection. And I want you guys to take note of this, okay? So the first step to overcome an objection is to listen and understand. Listen. If they tell you they don't have time, listen. They're telling you they don't have time, okay? So I want you to be present and I want you to become a little bit more efficient at listening. Because sometimes we're so into our heads that we just are so present to what we want to share that we forget to listen to what the other person's saying. So first step, listen. Second step is to relate, okay? They're saying that they don't have time. Start thinking, how can you relate to not having time? Because you need to craft your own story or use someone else's story in your team that did this and they didn't have enough time. Like when people tell me that they're a mom, they don't have time because they don't have a mom, I immediately say, I think of Alisa, that she has a baby and she never has time because she's always with their child. So immediately listen and relate. Okay, step number 3 is tell your story or your stories. Or your stories. Okay, step number 3 is you're gonna tell a story. And then step number 4, it's very easy. If I was to, will you? If I was, will you? And this is how you skillfully schedule your next exposure. So when they tell you, I don't have time, you listen, okay? They don't have time. So immediately you're gonna tell a story when you relate. And I immediately start saying, okay, as a matter of fact, I was in the exact same shoes. I am an architect. I was holding my practice. I was dealing with fitness because I was competing in CrossFit. I had multiple competitions. I had tons of deadlines with my job and my clients, and I joined Purium. So if I show you a way to create time for your life, Will you have a few minutes to talk to me? Okay, so first you have to acknowledge that you listen. I hear you. You don't have time. I also have a similar story. I've been running multiple businesses, and you explain how you also didn't have time. Okay, I also had so much going on in my life. I'm dealing with this, I'm dealing with A, B, C, D, E. I can totally relate to you not having enough time. So if I was to show you of a way where you can create a little bit of free time in your life, will you have a few minutes to go over this website? You guys have any questions so far?
Yeah. How do you deal with kind of like older gentlemen that have a lot of money, you know, that are overweight? Because I have to deal with that a lot out here in Southwest Florida. They're all retired. Half of them are ready to die. They have cancer and they don't want any help. And then you just put your hands up and walk away, or do you kind of like say, what if?
Okay. So you have to engage in a conversation and find out what's missing in their lives. If they're very wealthy, they're not missing money, right? But they might be missing happiness. They might be missing health because they're overweight. They might be missing clear mind because they're so stressed. So you have to find out what's missing in their lives. You can't approach a successful entrepreneur like that they don't care about money, the business opportunity. Although most successful people want to create more money, we are more like farmers than hunters. Okay, we educate people and we tell them, if I was to show you a way where you can feel a little bit healthier with our body, or create a little bit of time for yourself, for your own self-care, will you have a couple minutes to go over this website? Because I was there. I was making tons of money. I was living my life in so much financial abundance, but I was so stressed out. Like I wanted to kill someone every single day. And I found this lifestyle transformation that was able to really align with my values. And I created so much happiness and so much community and so many amazing friends that are going to last a lifetime. So relate, okay? Acknowledge. So if you tell them, okay, I have something to offer you, and you know, if you come from this commanding communication, you're turning off anyone that you're talking to. Okay, so it's always about having responsibility, having integrity, being compassionate, relating to their story. And if you can't relate, you can tell them, I can't relate to you being pregnant because I've never been pregnant. But if I can show you of a way for you to make money, because I have lots of coworkers that have been pregnant, they have been creating tons of success in their business, and they have figured out a way that I can teach you. Will you be open to having a conversation with me? So you acknowledging them that you're not a pregnant woman, you're acknowledging that you don't have children, but that there are many women that you work with that are successful, that are pregnant, and that you can guide them through the steps for them to have success as well. You building your credibility, okay? There's leverage. You're creating leverage because you're saying that you're not an expert, I've never been pregnant, so I don't know what being pregnant is and creating a business, but I have friends that have done it and I know how they've done it and I can show it to you. Will you be open? Do you guys have any questions so far?
I just wanted to add something to Zach's statement. Hi, Zach. I hope you're not still hungry, dude. Anyway, you know, in listening to your statement, it immediately touched my heart because what I heard out of that statement, if anybody ever said that to you, was loneliness. You know, and if anybody ever feels like, yeah, they're sick, they're old, What else do I have to live for? I mean, that's a lot to put on you. Or they're kind of reaching out to you, I think, like as a friend. So you're kind of, you know, being that person, I think, like Seema said, to listen to what they're saying and really absorb it and say, hey man, you know, I understand where you're coming from. I felt that way myself, and I'm a young guy, you know, and I have friends and so forth, but there's often times when, you know, I was feeling down on myself. You know, you can kind of redirect it to yourself. I know that me, myself, I felt that way just in my bad health. You know, when you're struggling through something, you feel like it's only you, you know? And so when you hear it come from somebody else's mouth, you read it, you know, you kind of go, oh my gosh, I know exactly what you're talking about. And let me tell you, you know, I'd love to share with you how I was able to tackle it easily just by changing a few things in my diet. You know, I figure, like with me, it seems like the more simplistic I keep the conversation, it seems to resonate a little bit more and seems more genuine and authentic.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
get to hope, you know, too hippy dippy on my lingo, I kind of lose people. So I just stay
No.
genuine to myself. So that seems to work. But it seems like these people could really use you. I mean, just to have somebody there to lean on, you know, and that's
Yeah.
kind of sometimes our burden in life, you know.
Yeah, it's kind of more happening than not to me out here. The more I talk about it, it's more of me just giving them my cell phone number, and then like them making a joke about Bernie and Trump, and then like talking shit because I'm young. It's like, oh yeah, you keep voting for Bernie. It's like, well, one, I never voted. Two, I only voted for Trump because my dad made me, and my dad's not alive anymore. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna vote for Trump again for my dad, even though I still got student loan debt and I still got this and that and bills and whatever. And then they're just, you know, big old guts out, stick 3 feet out, and sitting next to their 69 Camaro that's worth, you know, $250,000. It's just like, I don't know what to. I'll be your friend. Can I ride in the car with you? We can have some fun. It's funny.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah,
I
thank
think
you.
it's very important, like Jay says, that you come from a very vulnerable point of view, okay? Because people are craving authenticity, and people know when you are speaking from your heart. There is a frequency that shows up, and people can feel when we speak from our hearts in our own experiences. So I'm not afraid of telling people that at some point of my life, I was lonely and I had no friends. I'm not afraid to tell people that at some points of my life, I didn't have the budget to purchase and to buy things that I wanted to buy. And when you are so open and your authentic self, people will bond with you. So relate to what their story, relate to what they have to say. Because if you listen, you relate, you share your story, and then you say, if I could show you how to make money, will you meet with you? Will you watch this video? Would you read this website? If I could show you how they did it, will you be open to going over this website? If I could show you how these moms made money while being pregnant, would you be open? If I could show you how she did it without having any free time, will you do it? Okay, if I could show you how, will you? Very important. It's a very, very important phrase. Okay, because now you're not motivating them, they're motivating themselves. And that's what we want. Our job is never to motivate anyone. We only work with people that are motivated, because those that are already motivated are going to follow through their passions and their dreams. And I just gave a little lecture at Purium HQ, and I explained how we use network marketing and our limiting beliefs as a bridge to get us to our dreams. Like all of us here together, we're co-creating so we can get to our vision or final mission. You know, that vision that we created when we joined this business, when we joined this mission. Okay, my vision is to create freedom and space in my life, and that's what drives me. And I'm using network marketing as a bridge to get me to my dream. We all have dreams, and the majority of the people in the streets don't see themselves doing the same job forever. Okay, and what we ultimately want is happiness, a healthy body, a healthy mind, healthy finances, and that's all. You know, we want a healthy community, we want to belong somewhere, and that's what we're here for. We have solutions for everything. So if I could show you how to create an amazing community of amazing friends, will you be open to coming to one of our meetups in Santa Monica, in Florida, wherever you are? If I could show you, will you? We have a way to show them what they're missing. Any questions, guys?
When are you coming to Florida?
Very soon.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Yes, my family lives in Florida. My parents are there. All my family's there.
Oh,
So
dang.
I'm coming with Raw in Solar. We're going
Nice.
to visit very soon. So we are definitely going to go hang out with you, Zach.
Yeah, I just sold my boat because I had to pay something, but yeah, we'll have some fun.
Yeah. Awesome, guys. Well, if you don't have any questions, I just want to acknowledge you all for showing up on this call. It takes a leader to show up on a Sunday evening. You know, some of us are at 6 p.m., 9 p.m. We're at different times. We have people in Canada, all over the world over here. And thank you so much for making a stance for yourself and for your people. It's amazing to be in this mission and making an impact on people's lives.
Love you, Seema. Thank you.
Love you too.
Love you guys. Have a good day.
Guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Peace. Thank you very much.
Bye, guys.
Thank you guys.
Thank
Peace.
you, Chris.
Thank you.
Bye.
Oh.